We, Terracotta creation, present, the limits of human perception and the mystery of quantum reality. What if I told you that the reality you see is just a tiny fraction of what truly exists? That your eyes, ears, and senses don't show you the full universe, but only a filtered version of it. And this might be the very reason why we struggle to understand quantum reality. We see reality collapsing, not because it truly does, but because our senses are limited to a narrow spectrum of existence. Let's explore the hidden world beyond human perception and the real reason why we experience quantum collapse. Trapped by our senses. What remains hidden? Our senses are powerful, but they have strict limitations. The universe is filled with energy waves, vibrations, and dimensions beyond our reach. Imagine a dog whistle, emitting a high-pitched sound undetectable to human ears. Yet, a dog reacts instantly, its hearing attuned to frequencies beyond our range. The universe is filled with energy waves, vibrations, and dimensions beyond our reach. Human vision, we can only see a tiny part of the electromagnetic spectrum, visible light of 400–700 nanometers wavelength range, or about 430–770 terahertz in frequency. But what about infrared, ultraviolet, X-rays, and gamma rays? They exist, but we can't see them. Hearing range, we hear only between 20 Hz and 20,000 Hz. But elephants communicate using infrasound, below 20 Hz, and bats use ultrasound, above 20,000 Hz. Touch and sensory limits. We only feel vibrations in the range of 0.4 Hz to 500 Hz, meaning higher and lower frequency energy waves go unnoticed. If we can't perceive these parts of reality, what else are we missing? The answer, tantalizingly, might lie in the realm of quantum physics. Here, the very nature of reality seems to shift and shimmer, challenging our everyday understanding of the universe. Beyond the everyday, a glimpse into the quantum world. Quantum physics, in its elegance and strangeness, reveals a reality far removed from our everyday experience. It tells us that particles don't have fixed states until they are observed. They exist in superposition, both 0 and 1, both wave and particle, both here and there. Equally bizarre is wave-particle duality, the idea that light and matter can behave as both waves and particles. Picture a stream of water, flowing like a wave, yet composed of individual droplets. This duality challenges our intuitive understanding of the world, blurring the lines between what we perceive as solid and fluid, wave and particle. And then there's the observer effect, the perplexing notion that the act of observation can influence the state of a quantum system. But here's the question: does quantum reality actually collapse? Or is it just our perception collapsing? In Schrödinger's cat thought experiment, the cat is both alive and dead until observed. But is this collapse real, or just a limitation of human awareness? In the observer effect, quantum mechanics tells us that measurement changes reality. But what if it only appears to change because our minds can't process all possible outcomes? A photon acts as both a wave and a particle until measured. But is it truly changing, or is our limited perception forcing it into a fixed state? Perhaps quantum collapse isn't happening at all. Perhaps everything continues to exist in all states, but our minds, limited by the rules of classical perception, can only register one version of it. So, why can't we see the true multidimensional nature of quantum reality? Human senses are built for survival, not quantum truth. Our brains evolved to process definite, predictable objects, not wave functions existing in infinite possibilities. We do not have full space-time perception, we experience time as linear, but quantum physics suggests time may not be fixed, it could be multidimensional. We depend on classical conditioning, we expect things to be either here or there, not both. Our brains reject the idea of superposition because we've never needed to process it for survival. What if quantum reality always exists, but we only experience the collapsed version because our minds are wired to do so? Maybe the collapse isn't happening in the quantum world, but only in our perception of it. We are trying to understand a reality far grander and stranger than the one our senses evolved to perceive. What is the ultimate observer? Is it a universe of possibilities? What lies beyond our perception? If our senses limit us, could there be an ultimate observer, a perspective that sees all possibilities at once? Imagine a being unconstrained by the limitations of our senses. This hypothetical ultimate observer could witness the full tapestry of quantum reality, a reality where particles exist in all possible states at once, where the very act of observation loses its significance. Here, ancient wisdom meets quantum science and shows a new way of understanding. The Vedas and Upanishads describe Turiya, the ultimate state of consciousness, where everything is witnessed beyond collapse, just like a quantum system before observation. Could consciousness be the key? Some physicists suggest that consciousness itself might be the missing link, the ability to perceive all quantum possibilities without forcing a collapse. Maybe the universe isn't collapsing into reality. Maybe we're just too limited to see the bigger picture. This remains one of the most captivating mysteries of modern science. We live in the mostly unseen universe. Let's join us for a continued exploration. The more we explore quantum mechanics, the more we realize how little we truly perceive. Reality might not be collapsing at all. Our limited senses and classical minds might just be experiencing a filtered version of the quantum world. So the next time you hear about quantum superposition collapsing, ask yourself, is it the universe collapsing, or just our limited perception of it? We must embrace the unknown, the counterintuitive, the seemingly impossible. For it is in these uncharted territories that the most profound discoveries await. The journey into the quantum realm is a journey into the heart of reality itself. A journey that promises to reshape our understanding of the universe and our place within it. Want to dive deeper into the mysteries of quantum reality? Subscribe now and explore the secrets of the universe.